Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, it was not a good election for the right in Japan. Despite the right still maintaining I would say, a lead in said seats. I mean, it really does depend. Technically, the dominant political party in Japan, the Liberal Democratic Party, which is the right-wing populist party in Japan, the party of, in other words, Shinzo Abe and all that stuff, etc. They lost 68 seats. And they no longer have the majority. And 233 seats are needed in order to have a majority in the said House of Representatives of Japan. Now, of course, the Liberal Democratic Party in 2021 kept that majority. They had, 233 seats are needed for the majority. The Liberal Democratic Party, they had 259 seats. Okay? They lost 25 seats. While really a party that's not really much of a threat, as you know, the is it called Ishin, the Japan Innovation Party. This is another center-right political party, but really, it's just you'll see the left-wing political party. It's the Constitutional Democratic Party, and that left-wing liberal political party actually did very well. It is very, very unusual to have the left-wing progressive win in Japan. We got to recognize Japan is a right-wing country. It's not just a right-wing conservative country, it is a right-wing populist country. And they have absolutely good reason to be, because right to the west is North Korea. But North Korea isn't really embracing more of this communism. They mainly do Juche, and Juche is the ideology of the Kim family, Kim Jong-un, Kim Il-sung, Kim Il-sung. I'm forgetting the other guy, the middle guy, but yes, the Kim family. Embracing the Kim family, the Kim dynasty, and everything North Korea. That's Juche, okay? And Japan doesn't like Juche, okay? But communism or Maoism in China is much more of a threat. Besides, Japan and China has been hacking into social media in Japan, along with lots of technology. So, for good reasons, Japan had to go far away from the left, where they become pretty far right. And they've had, I want to believe, I know decades of right-wing prime ministers. But let's see. List of prime ministers of Japan. Okay. Yeah, you'll see the green is the Liberal Democratic Party. Although, yeah, sure, you got the 2009, you'll see the Democratic Party of Japan, which is more left. Sure, but that was really that was probably the very first liberal progressive win, 2009, and I would say not a good year. Absolutely not a good year for the said Liberal Democratic Party. The general elections were held in Japan in August 30th, 2009, to elect the 480 members of the House of Representatives. The opposition Democratic Party of Japan defeated the ruling coalition, the Liberal Democratic Party, and along with the new Komito, whatever party that is, in a landslide, winning 221 of the 300 said seats. So they didn't win a majority of seats, and let's be honest, it's always been hard for liberals to win. I can't say the word liberal, because liberal means something different in Japan, okay? I know liberal means progressive, left-wing in the United States, but liberal in Japan means right-wing progressive, right-wing populist. And one may go, and all Japanese would say that Trump is liberal. I mean, they'll go and say that. But yes, be careful about the word liberal, and because it's a different definition in every country. But yes, we'll just call you progressives. Okay, I think that's how you guys differentiate between each other. But yes, it's very hard for a progressive in Japan to pick up the majority. Like, yeah, progressives won the majority of seats. Actually, oops, I'm wrong. 308. Yes, you've had the majority of seats. Never mind. But yes. Let's see. But since 2009, there was the New Party in 1993. That's another conservative party. All right. And then we continue to go up and up and up. Japan had their Democratic. This Japan Democratic Party, which is different from the other Democratic Party. See right here. No, the Democratic Party of Japan, whatever that word would be used. This is a pretty right-wing political party. Yeah, you'll see it's rare. I would say 2009 was the very first and only progressive win. And if there's another progressive win, my, that would be the first win since like the 40s where a progressive prime minister won a series of elections. And do you think a progressive prime minister would be appointed? I doubt it. Now, let's clarify. Did the Liberal Democratic Party win? It depends on who you ask. In my definition, I would say, you know what? Despite you losing a critical majority, that's going to be pretty hard because, let's see, you have the Constitutional Democratic Party and the Ishin. Okay, the Ishin, the Japan said, Innovation Party. Okay. But then you got the Democratic Party for the People, of course. Oh, this is a right-wing political party. Usually, you have Democratic Party People. That's usually left-wing populist. But this is another right-wing party. Komito. It is a center party. So yeah, we're having a hard time finding left-wing parties other than this Constitutional Democratic. Okay, we got Rewa, and Rewa is left-wing. It's probably the most progressive party. The Communist Party, don't even need to look at that. They only got 8 seats. Shohei Kamiya Sansito, and then you got Naoki Hayakuta, who is the leader of the Conservative Party, only 3 seats, and he actually gained. The Conservative Party actually never got any seats. It's actually pretty far right. But yeah, it never had seats before this said election. But yes, obviously, I would say legislative-wise, I believe the prime ministers, when they are, the representatives, when they are going into office, they will have to vote on the prime minister. So let's see. I've got yet another political map simulator out, and we're going to have to replicate this map ideologically. And I'm just going to say Japanese left would be Japanese. We'll just have the LDP is the... And a lot of people say, why do you do right wing or left wing? Because this is how Parliament representatives, the House of Representatives, will be divided and how they'll be voting on. And we kind of want to know where the left-wing areas are and where the right-wing areas are. Yeah. So this is the Japanese left is in blue. The Japanese right is in green. Those are the dominant parties, of course. And this is what we have observed so far. So, all right. The green, the blue of this upper island is going left. It's more progressive. And most of Japan, even Tokyo, is conservative. Yeah, Tokyo is a very conservative. It's probably the most populated city. It's actually very conservative there. Then you got this one right here, and I think that that comes from Ishin. Uh, so ideologically, this is what the election results look like. So yes, the right mainly has all the islands except for this upper island means more progressive. If you come to think about it, we're not doing a single member. You guys can do it if you want yet another political map simulator, but yeah, it's in ways not a good election for the sad right. Why did the right do so bad? Well, it's because of this guy, Shigeru Ishiba. And I mean, Ishiba hasn't really been in other ways, bad prime minister. I might anger a lot of Japanese who don't like him. They'll just say he is, but we'll all agree that the last prime minister, this guy named, let's see, where's the last prime minister? Fumio Kishida. Right here. Fumio Kishida. And mainly because Kishida was caught in this scandal and resulted him to resigning. Shigeru Ishiba, who is already the Prime Minister of Japan, by the way, took office last month. This is because of this party-wide slush fund corruption scandal. So this was specifically a scandal within the Liberal Democratic Party of Japan, which this is like Japan's Watergate, if you think of it. And the consequence was Japan's dominant party, the Liberal Democratic Party, lost so many seats. They lost their prospective majority, basically. Their ideology or their ideals, party ideals, will not be passed into the country. I mean, they have a majority, but they're gonna have to now rely on their conservative allies and other political parties if they want to get conservative measures done. So, yeah, if Japan was a more liberal, centrist country, like most of the world, I would definitely see Liberal Democratic Party would lose everything. But as you can see, the Liberal Democratic Party still has a majority of seats. I'm speaking as a majority, with meaning the ones with the party with the most seats overall. But then again, you got the Constitutional Democratic Party, gained 52 seats. Okay, 52 seats. And that's, you could basically say, explains all over. You'll see Tokyo is actually kind of divided here. Here. I would say Tokyo is more progressive. I don't know. But then again, it's not by popular vote. Well, we don't even know what the popular vote is like yet. But don't worry. This election has concluded, and guess what? As usual, I'm not surprised. The LDP has surprised they didn't take a dump. They surged in July. Okay, now September, I think that's September, August is where they go down. But yes, I'm ideally opinion polling. This election was kind of in favor for popular, and it will always be like this. Liberal Democratic Party of Japan will pretty much always take over Japan, but their power is simmering every single election cycle, which seems to be every 3 years, ideally, compared to like 2017 here. Yeah, there's Shinzo Abe, and Shinzo Abe, of course, kept the party strong. as you can see here. The 284 seats, 291 seats, 294 seats, and then there's this guy, the progressive win. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below, and as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.